Hi beautiful souls. If you've ever said yes immediately but meant to say no, this one's for you. Today I'm actually breaking down the reason why we feel guilty and how to break out of it. Why do we feel guilty when we want to do the right thing? We know what the right thing is, but we feel guilty even doing the right thing. This is because guilt is a survival response. You're coming from your fight or flight system when you respond with guilt. The reason that this guilt survival pattern becomes so ingrained is because as children, we need a caretaker to nurture us. If you grew up in an environment where your parent wasn't as attentive to you that you needed them to be, unconsciously you started to people please. This is the first truth that we need to accept. And that's where the root of the guilt is in people pleasing, which was a subconscious pattern learned to protect our safety and ensure our survival beyond the years where we are reliant on someone for nurture and connection and development. And we want to meet ourselves with compassion when we're confronting this. Okay, so we understand a little bit about the root of this guilt. Now let's dig deeper into the feeling itself of guilt and what it's representing beneath that guilt. In life, we often have presenting problems and the root cause. Sometimes we think that the presenting problem is this guilt that we're feeling, but the root cause behind it is that our inner child's fear of abandonment is being triggered. Now, your fear of abandonment is very closely tied in with that fight or flight response because from a young age, being abandoned was something that was not good for your survival. So it always imprints a fear response in us at a very young age. But even as adults, when we want to stand up for ourselves and say no when we really mean yes, or vice versa, our people pleasing gets triggered, our fear of abandonment starts getting triggered, our nervous system goes into an arousal mode and it starts preparing for danger, which is being abandoned, which means certain death as a child. Moving forward, what do we actually have control over? Well, when we practice micro boundaries, these are when instead of agreeing to the entire thing, you start with very, very small boundaries that are almost inconsequential. And so that starts the training of your nervous system to start feeling okay with setting boundaries. And then you can practice with bigger boundaries. We can also journal about our interactions when we do set a boundary, how difficult it felt. Was it as scary as you had perceived it? And you'd be surprised at the answer if you do end up doing this. If you resonated with this week's training, this is just scratching the surface. I'm going to be diving deeper into my masterclass that is coming up on July 30th at 7 p.m. I'd love to send you a private invite. Link is in the description. I'll be sharing 3 hidden beliefs that are keeping you stuck right now in your relationships. I'm really looking forward to seeing you there.